Hi, this is Ralph. I'm doing a quick demo of how I do the auto build of a WordPress site deployment and a Gitea, which also contain a public GitHub and a private GitHub. Now, here's a disclaimer. This demo is not intended to sell any product. I'm just doing this demo for fun to show what can be done, and I'm just sharing my idea. This can be easily done. Okay, let's get that start. Okay, here's the requirements that we're looking into. Okay, I want to deploy a WordPress. Your client want to deploy a WordPress site, and on top of them, they want to have on the same server. They want to do a GitHub so that they can open it for public, and another one for private access for their coder. Okay, and in this demonstration, I'll use the Ansible to do all the connection for automation. All the deployments in this demo are written in Ansible. Is really straightforward. Now, so let's say, what do we know? Okay, let's say when I'm given a server, or you are given a server, well, all you need to know on this server is that you need to know the host name, the IP address, the SSH port number if it's not changed, or if it's changed, it most likely should give you a different number. Okay, the temporary username and the temporary password so that you can log in, and the root password so that you can do your installation. So up there we have this information. So, well, of course I didn't put in the password for security purpose, even though this server is not in the internet. But okay, let's take a look how I did it. Okay, this is exactly the steps that I'm going to do, and you see there's basically 4 scripts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one is basically setting up the machine so that it can for the Ansible for connection, to get all the keys inside there. The second one as well. Okay, the third one will add the user. The fourth one is the main pawn, and it will do all the installation of the software, configuration, and everything. And now, so let's get started. Now, okay, let's take a look at what. Let's go through what is in this demo while I'm doing this. Okay. Now, you can see. So let's take a look. The first one, we're doing the automation of setting up the server for Ansible. So this is how I do it. I'll just create the and then it will ask me for the password and the root password. And what it will do is that it will create the Ansible group ID, and then it will clean up the CD repo and everything, and then it will automatically do the repo update on the source.list, and then it will automatically install the sudo ss. Okay, and I mean, it's really fast and simple. I expect this installation to be done within about, if non-stop, it'll go for under 7 minutes, and then we'll look into that. Okay, so this one is done. Now I'm doing base setup. Now this base setup will do the connection via the Ansible account. Now in this one I'll do an add user. Now the add user will have, you will notice that this password is already encrypted. So when I build the server, when these users, all I have to do is use the encrypt password and paste it in there. Now, and then I'll do the last step. This is going to be fast. So this is the major part that is doing all the software installation. So what just happened here? Okay, so basically we did the first step. It already done it set up the server for Ansible connection, and then we just finished the setup of the user account for sudo. Now what it's doing now is the step number 3, which will do the installation, auto installation and configuration of database, PHP as well as Nginx. Now, and let me and the database that we're using is MySQL, and this server setup, we could actually detach the database, but the thing is, for this demo I want to make sure, like, show you this all can be done, and so that's why I'm using MySQL database on Maria database. Okay, and we are using PHP 7.0 now, and because it's part of the requirement of the WordPress in order to install WordPress, and I'm using Nginx because it's a smaller footprint, and also it have an advantage of doing reverse proxy in the future. So let's go back to see how it looks. Okay, now it's still installing software. While I'm doing that, and I might as well see what is going on in the server to show that it's actually working. Now you can see in the background is doing all this installation. Oh, here we go. Okay, now you can see I actually only allocate 2 gig for this VM, and it's not using much memory, and it's doing everything in the background here. Okay, let's wait. In the meantime, I can show this thing. Now at this moment, because it's still doing the installation, you can see the web server is not installed yet. Just wait a little bit more there, I guess. And Okay, is setting up the database. I can tell by looking at the process. Okay, so the first part of the software is already done. Now you see the Nginx is already installed. Now it's doing the WordPress installation. Mind you, all this WordPress installation is done by the command line. Okay, it just finished the installation of the WordPress. Bye bye. Now you can, and it also finished the Git pub and Git private. Okay, let's take a look. You see there's two processes. One is the public and the other one is the private one. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, actually I could save time by doing this. Oh. Now this is the only part that we cannot do the configuration by automation. Unfortunately, that is the problem that we have. Well, actually, because it's the way the software is written. Okay. Now I use GitHub, and this is the password. Database name. Oh. To tell the truth, the application name does not matter. It won't show up in the website. And this is the this is the important part. Now, well, I intentionally leave all this thing. So basically, it allows me to do the registry, because this is the public one. So it will do the registry confirmation and mail notification. And okay. Now this part is the most important part. Okay. And this is the first user is the admin. And then we do the installation. Done. Now while we're doing this, might as well do the second one. Wow, it's doing faster than I do. Maybe. Oh, okay. This is how it looks. Okay, and you can actually see the GitHub in there, and the repository is the user, the organization, and this is the first one done. Now let's take might as well get the second one so we can I can show you what is it like. So it's the same thing. Yay. Now instead of public, this one is the private one. And oh yeah. Ta-da. Okay. Oops. Actually, I should have jumped there. Is called doesn't matter. Is called, since it doesn't show up anyway. It's my computer. Oh, here it is though. And I put in the git private. And let's see, disable self-education. Now that is something that need to be yeah, check and done. And it will do. Bingo, is all done. Now how do I know that it's a private one? Take a look. If it's a public one, you should see the register. If it's a private one, you don't see the register. So now so basically that concludes this demo, but let me tell you more about what is behind it. Okay, now so basically what technology is being used actually here. Basically I do Ansible here to do the whole installation. Unfortunately, at the first place I was using part of the bash, but then I realized that I can basically scrap the whole idea, so you don't even need bash at all. But some of the command, it will be easier to do. I incorporate into the Ansible script. So now the next one is Nginx, PHP, MySQL, or MariaDB, and you already see it: Gitea, WordPress, and sudo to control the access. Now the hardware that you see, it actually is a VM, and you see that's like is maybe I should redo it this way to show. Here we go. So basically you see is only like 2 GB of RAM, but if and it barely use any memory at all. So most of the memory are in cache. So all I have to do is flush the cache, and then it will like be under 1 gig. And then now you see this machine is on a 20 gig, and after the installation we only use less than 2 gig of this space. So so why did I assign the extra memory? Is basically for so that I can install other potential software like antivirus software, mail server, fail to ban, and it also show you, okay, with a little bit imagination, and then with the idea of going for excellence, you can actually do this easily. Okay, so basically now where this type of machine can be deployed, it can done in like completely internet facing server as a web server on the AWS, EC2 for the front end, and RDS on the MariaDB. There's a reason why I choose this, because like so that it can incorporate into AWS easily, as well as Google and Azure. Now, so most likely in this demo, well, actually there's a lot of things that I didn't show, like basically like I can put the Nginx as reverse proxy, as I said before. So I can also put the public and private Git server behind the reverse proxy, and then the next thing that I can do is actually put on the whole website with the behind with the HTTPS, and then I can move the SSH to another port, so that there will be much lower chance of people hacking into the site. And then I also use fail to ban. Okay, you most likely will see it when I doing the installation here. Is that I did a fail to ban install inside here. So actually, so it will use the IP tables to drop any site site that try to hack into this server. And then also, like, I would highly recommend to put a cron job to update the WordPress maybe at most 15 days, but I would highly recommend to do it once a day. Now I'm not sure whether I can show you. Oh, hey, so most likely you will wonder, well, what am I saying what I'm doing? Yes. Let me see whether I can. Oh, here it is. So this is my website now. So you're actually seeing it, and this is how I deploy it too. And this is some of how I did it, and this is my information about how the repository that I have, and this is the markdown, okay, and it tells you exactly the information about this these scripts. So, well, basically these conclude this demonstration, and have a good day. Bye.